Hello and welcome once again. It's been a long time to another Capes and Lunatics uh, book club. Let me say the wrong thing. That's right. It's the book club, episode 4. That's right. The last book, or well,
Maybe?
where my nepotism is showing. Yeah. That's right. Too Late to Run by author John Parrish from 2014. And if you have questions, get them in by next episode.
Which is Wednesday.
We'll talk to the author himself. Yeah. Well, if you're hearing this on the podcast,
It's too late.
you better. You should check us out on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. That's right.
So, last book in the trilogy, huh?
Yeah, and I kind of want to talk. I mean, I want to talk about all of it, but like, I kind of wanted to say something about the ending, but I don't want to ruin it for people. Because remember, we're like, does she live through the last one? I'm like, no, we can't.
Of course she does. It's a third book. You can Google it.
I know. It came out 3 years ago, I guess. Yeah.
Man, spoilers. I remember it used to be like a 10-year rule. Then it was like 5 years because of the internet. You got 1 week, kid. Maybe not even that.
That's before the advent of Twitter and stuff. Yeah.
Hell, you get spoiled and it's not even out. You're just like,
exactly. It's like, yeah. Oh, I saw a spoiler today for the after credit scene of Justice League.
oh yeah.
You're like, yeah, I saw that 6 months ago.
No, but yeah.
But you always drag me into this conversation. We're here to talk books.
Yeah, let's talk. I thought this was the best book of the series. In trilogies, both movies and books, is never like really kind of the case for me specifically. How about you?
Yeah, for the most part, the third one, like you said, with movies, with books, with a lot of things, it's just like, oh, they did it for the money or whatever. But you could tell, I think
he had a lot of ideas, and I feel like, but I kind of respect him for just keeping it at a trilogy, because at some point, like, a lot of publishers will be like, well, hell, turn this into a series,
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, if you look at the acknowledgments page on the end, unless he just said that. I mean, he said there was more to come, unless he's going to start a different series or.
Well, it's been almost 4 years, buddy.
I know.
We'll rib him when we get him.
We'll ask him, yes. But yeah, you could tell Mr. Parrish was refining his craft from the first book to the second book to the third book.
The action was very well paced in this book. I enjoyed that.
I think, what was it, the first one or the second one? I think I made the comparison to like a Jessica Jones, but without powers. I really got that with this book, between like the shootout with the rednecks and the fire and yeah.
How does she get herself into these things? It's just like, it's like Jimmy Olsen, man. Just always getting into trouble, but she doesn't have Superman to come save her.
Well, she kind of chasing the money in this one,
Girls got to eat.
The economy, hey, rough economy, man.
She gets herself into such pickles. I love it. Those redheads, troublemakers, all of them. I like the character of Scanlan. I like how she just gets involved. Like it's like how every novel starts for her, but this one was a little bit like even more. Well, I say the first one was definitely the most interesting way how she got herself into the pickle, but this one was the second most interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those old-timey noir movies. Like, wait, what, me? No, I don't know anything. Or do I?
But yeah, I mean, it's just great. I mean, you got action, you got social commentary on the state of the economy and the big banks, and
how can you not, though, especially if you're in like the Northeast?
Oh yeah, and the bad guy literally gets his in the end.
That's what I love. Fat Cat Baker sticking it to him. Oh yeah. I feel like this was thoroughly just all about her. none of the side characters really stuck with me, and I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the last book was more about the side characters and the world and the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to end on a note like that, where it's about her. It's very focused and very character-driven story.
But yeah, I like the realistic, gritty, like detective feel. You know, like a classic detective, because like the bad guys get theirs in the end, but she doesn't necessarily get a happy ending. But
or maybe this gets turned into a series, and at like True Blood at the end of like 12 books or whatever, 13 books, she gets her happy ending.
Yeah, I'm just saying, she doesn't walk away with like $1 million at the end of the book, but
and that's what keeps it kind of realistic and grounded too.
Mm-hmm. Because then I guess it's like, where do you go for? Maybe that's what. Maybe there's something in the works, because that way you leave it open ended.
Oh yeah, you always want to leave it open ended.
Come back. Or sell it to somebody.
I mean, buying books that can be turned into TV shows is a big thing right now, especially Netflix looking for original intellectual properties.
I was thinking about that this morning. Yeah, I mean,
Jones gets taken off.
I mean,
you heard it here first.
There's enough platforms now. I mean, you don't have to go TV. I mean, Netflix, Hulu.
Well, you want people to see it, Phil. Hulu. Not Hulu.
Well, I mean, whoever's gonna pony up. I mean, come on. But and it's not like any of these superhero things where you have to worry about special effects and all you need.
I'd like to see we haven't had a show set in Boston since what? Boston Legal? And that was not about the city itself.
That's the first thing that came to mind when you said that, yeah.
Oh no, Boston Public? That was before Boston Legal, though. Am I not even on the David E. Kelly shows, really? Ally McBeal? Randomly?
I know you sat there watching Ally McBeal.
I loved Ally McBeal. Come on, John. Bon Jovi was in like the later seasons. How could you not?
I saw a few episodes. One of my exes was obsessed with that show.
I came for Courtney Thorne Smith, to be honest, from Melrose Place.
Oh boy.
The things I got into as a child, I don't know.
We won't get into that. Statute of limitations.
The records are sealed. Is that our new running gag, Phil? I feel like that's our new running gag.
I was going to say, you can now be tried as an adult, but...
Let's see. How did you feel about... What else? Oh, the big bad. Like, was the big bad really that bad? I feel like it was more morally gray, kind of like she is. So,
well, yeah, it was like there was enough blame to go around because there's all these characters that have shady motives, and then you have the Banks, which nobody she dealt with was completely innocent,
Which also kind of lends to the groundedness. It's not like completely black and white, right and wrong.
I mean, can you write a realistic story these days, especially something grounded in cold hard reality, where it's like you definitely have like a black and white villain?
We can have an orange villain.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm kidding. I love my president. What are you talking about?
Until she leaves the country. That's right, Lilith. If you don't like it, you leave the country in 2018.
I tried to go back to Africa. They wouldn't have me, so I had to settle for Canada.
Jeez.
Oh, God, don't tweet me. Don't tweet me. Fight me, nerds. I don't care. Fight me, nerds. I don't care.
Don't tweet her at Lilith Hellfire.
No, you can tweet us at Adventures in Fangirling. I won't see it.
Oh, boy, she wants to get attention to this podcast. I applaud you.
I took one for the team, Phil. I took one for the team. No, I thoroughly enjoyed this trilogy. What I like about it is a good, quick read.
Yes.
Like once you pick it up, though, it's kind of hard to put down. You just want to keep going. So much you have to put down.
But again, I mean, they got longer. I mean, a little longer as the series went on.
As the paperback prices, if you notice, it goes from like $6.99, $9.99. Then the last one's $13.99. If you were to get it in the paperback form.
I was gonna say, I actually went on Little Hellfire and got them all digital.
Me too, because they had the bundle for $4.24. All three of them. Did you do that, or did you do individually?
No, like I had gone like when the first one came out, I bought that one, and then a little later on I read this. I already had the first two by the time I recommended this, and I just had to go back and go over it, and then because I had never bought the third one, and I was like, well, this is a good opportunity to.
Yeah, the bundle. I couldn't believe what a good deal that was. Usually the bundles are ridiculous on Kindle. So.
Oh, but I have in the last couple of weeks I have got some listener feedback because my mother read.
They wrote.
Well, no, my mother when I was over there for dinner one time, she read the first two books. So she listened to our first two episodes, and she's like, "Oh, that Little Hellfire sounds so nice." I'm like,
"Aww." I mean, I'm nice in real life, just not on the podcast. Isn't that right, Phil?
She's all nice IRL.
Yeah. I even like kids in real life.
As long as they're not hers.
So I just want to say I have so many questions. Like I love picking writers' brains, like I really do.
Yes.
So I hope somebody sends in questions between now and Wednesday. Maybe poke your mom.
Jesse, do you watch our YouTube?
Because there's a couple of questions that I want to ask about the ending, the way that it ended. Definitely, I didn't read the acknowledgement, so I didn't realize that there was more to come. Well, supposedly,
he kind of just threw it like an offhand comment. So, like I said, I don't know if it really means anything. Most of it was just thank yous and shout outs and stuff.
Yep.
So what's your question about the ending?
I mean, was it the publisher's idea? Because sometimes, you'll give them a manuscript, and they'll kind of tweak it. They'll be like, hey, maybe don't do this. Maybe kind of leave this open-ended and we can come back later. Or maybe, they're renegotiating a deal or something like that. Maybe I like first draft ideas too. It's like, how did the original idea transform into this final version kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
I know in the first book, definitely, there was some things, and then it's we never got back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel that way in this book though. I feel like everything wasn't neatly wrapped in a bow, but it was wrapped up nicely enough.
I mean, and it's kind of nice too, where you could read it, you could jump into any of these books. I mean, you kind of get more out of it if you've read every book, but you really don't have to have read the previous books.
Definitely. I love books like that are in a series. You're just ugh. It's like Harry Potter, oh man, really? All those books? If you're not a Potterhead, somebody recommends it to you. And that first book is just atrociously long and a little tedious. I'm not going to lie. So, ugh. And, Harry Potter's not the best, first impression character. He's a little bit of a dodo bird. So that's a nice thing about her. She's not a dodo bird. She's a spitfire. I love it.
Yes.
Not tedious at all. Like I said, I love the pace of these books and the length of these books. So I love Boston too. Well, the way he writes Boston, I don't actually really like when I go to Boston because cool. I can't use public transportation. No, I can't use public transportation in Boston because it takes too long. I don't use public transportation in New York either. That's a whole different thing. Not the subway, not the bus. Life pro tip: use an Uber.
You had your own car.
That way, I'm not gonna drive to Boston. I'm gonna put miles on my car. Are you crazy?
No.
I don't rent cars either. That's a scam. But that is for a conspiracy corner one day, maybe.
I keep thinking we should do some kind of like conspiracy show or current events thing, but I'm just afraid to let the Esser off the leash.
I definitely want to do something about Mandela effect because I find it fascinating, absolutely fascinating, and the people that are into that.
Now, I'm obsessed now. Anytime I say something and like Danielle or somebody else says, "Wait, I don't remember that," I'm like, "Oh, Mandela effect."
You're from the Stain universe. I knew it. Oh boy. Well, it's. Did I hear what?
I was gonna say no. Another conspiracy. I'll let it go. About Walmart and time travel. I won't.
The Red Door.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We have to. Just like we have to touch on that. Just one day when there's nothing else to do. No more. No Marvel movies. No DC movies. And no good comic books.
When's that gonna be?
The week Nightwing's not out. Over the winter break.
Kind of her pandering to me. Oh yeah. All right. I think we should mention it that Tyler and Charlie. You know Charlie's gonna jump all over that.
So stay tuned. It's Wednesday, right? As in 2 days from now, we're gonna interview him. Yes. So
we're on the podcast. The next book club episode.
If you want to be ahead of the curve and be a cool kid, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Well, ring the bell and then click notifications so you actually see that we're live. And follow us on Twitter because
well,
it gives you a notification when we go live.
Yes, that's right. At Capes Lunatics on Twitter, it'll tell us when you're live. Although if you subscribe, I don't think you even need that. But please, on YouTube, subscribe, write us a nice little review down here below the video.
Thumbs up, share, all that good corny stuff that we used to say back in the aughts.
And subscribe to the podcast. It's free. And follow us also free at Capes and Lunatics. Wait, Facebook.com/Capes and Lunatics. At Capes Lunatics on Twitter, like I said. And if you have any questions, if you have books you want us to review, email Kate.
Or you're an author.
Oh, yes, that's right.
New or seasoned.
True. Email capesandlunatics@gmail.com or the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
We all need capes. I think I know what I'm getting everybody for Christmas. Actually, spoiler alert, I'm getting Charlie and Tyler probably Capes and Lunatic shirts. Definitely. So, then I'll be the only one that won't because I'm a girl and I can stand out. I'm kidding. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited.
She doesn't want to wear the shirt because they don't sell them with boob windows. Shout out to Wade's World.
Pretty much every podcast now, I have to drop that.
But anyway, if anyone wants to discuss Mandela effect, boob windows,
flat Earth theory, sure, why not?
Pib soda, where can I get a hold of you?
Oh, yeah. If you know what turned into Pib Extra out of nowhere, let me know at Lil Hellfire or Adventures in FG. That's Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram at Adventures in FG. Also, be sure to check out my website, adventuresinfantasy.com. And don't forget to come back here Wednesday or listen to the next podcast where we interview the author of this thrilling trilogy.
Where Lil Hellfire will, for the first time, will not have to deal with just one page, but two.
Well, I dealt with two, you and Luca, pretty well, so.
And Danielle by marriage, but I mean on a podcast. Boom.
Double travel.
All right, everyone. That's it for this time. Please join us again for another Capes and Lunatics book club. Like I said, next episode is the interview.
Reading is fun. Demental. If you're an 80s or 90s kid, come on, you knew that was coming.
That's one to go on. We need. That's it. We should get LeVar Burton.
Dude, I was literally just thinking that. You know he got sued by Reading Rainbow, right? I would love to interview him about that.
He's gonna be at the Steel City Con in December. Ask him. Well, him, Jonathan Frakes, and Brett Spiner are all gonna be there. I was gonna ask for interviews with all of them anyway, but get your butt up here. I think it's like what is it, like December 8th or whatever that weekend is.
That's my birthday. It's my jump weekend. Sorry.
But yeah, it's nothing with books, but anybody who's been on a Star Trek franchise, if you want to talk to us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Good night.